Mm. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right. Get it started. Team grind. How you living? It's a kid, Dre the Kid, and I'm back with the part 2 of Ja Rule versus Plies. But you find my channel the first time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share your social medias. And also, if you haven't seen part 1, go back and watch that if you want to get caught up on it. This is part 2. For those who are returning for part 1, I had Plies taking round 1 where we did the Real Testament versus Rule 336. I gave it to the Real Testament, so right now Plies is 1-0. Let's see if Plies can go ahead and keep the lead and get the win, because now what's going up next is definition of real versus pain is love. I see one person viewing. Leave a comment, also leave a like it while you edit, and also let me get to, like, I guess, the rules or the backstory. Intros, outros, interludes do not count unless the rapper is rapping over it. And as far as skits, I do not count at all. So skits get skipped. And also, like I said, intro, outro, and interludes, if the rapper aren't rapping over it, those also don't count. And also, I do not count bonus tracks. I want all official album. I want all official tracks on the album. And also, how I rank my songs: Fire is the highest rating, Good is the second highest rating, Okay is in the middle, then Like is the lowest rating. But now that we got that out the way, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up where I left off, which is the first track. I'm the man, stacks of rubber bands. Up, you looking at the man, sitting on 22s, talking when I move, asking what it do. You looking at the man. The man featured Trey Songs. I don't have too much to say about the track. I gave it a good. Once again, got two people in live. Hit the comments and also hit the likes, and let me know if you are new to the channel. All right. The man featured Trey Songs. I think this is a good way to start an album, because it kind of like gives, like, usually, like, the first track or the intro kind of introduce you what the album is gonna be like, but that's not always the case. But it gives you know an indication of what you're in for. And the man featured Trey Songs. I guess is how Plies was feeling at the time, because it's kind of a braggadocious song. So yeah, so I would give the man a good. Moving on to track 2, possibly the most pettiest song that Plies ever recorded. You owe, you owe me some money. You ain't gotta pay me. I got something for you fuck niggas that play hating. If you don't pay me, I'm a your old lady, bro. A song about Plies talk about smashing your chick if you don't pay him what you owe him. And to the point, he's planning on having to do an emotional depression, to the point where you call him and say, "Okay, you won. You gonna get your money." And Plies basically saying, "No, I don't care. I'm gonna smash your chick and I'm gonna make her leave you." Despite how petty this song is, I gave this one a good. It's a good beat. The good beat. The the hook is catchy. I don't know what, and he does a pretty good job of staying on the narrative and giving 3 tracks. I mean, not 3 tracks, 3 verses that sits around the narrative. So, old lady, I gave that a good. All right, moving on to track 3, Bushes. You don't know I didn't pee where you stay, pussy. Bitch, we get to your house and be riding your bushes. Jump out with them choppers acting real foolish. Keep bullshit, nigga. I be riding your bushes. And for a while, we ain't letting you get out. We shooting through your glass, walking to your car, shooting that chopper, looking mad, busting from the front, the goon busting from the back. Bro, this is my song for a long time. More particularly, I kept on saying that verse over and over again. Bushes, that's a good. Worth track 4, worth going fed for. This track, Plies is pretty much talking about dope dealer lifestyle and him not being sure that staying in this lifestyle is worth it, considering the fact that he could go jail for many years for this. I felt like the concept was very interesting. I felt like the hook in the verses was just okay, and because of that, I gave this track okay. Not at all a bad track, but I felt like it kind of left something for being desired. Uh, Track 5. I don't want that broad. I want that chick. I gave this one a didn't like. I didn't like this one because one, you got old lady, so I figured that this track was kind of a pointless track, and I wasn't all that much of a fan of of the verses. So I just kept like it was kind of it felt like kind of like a filler track. So mm, that that bitch I get that didn't like. Track 6, Somebody Loves You, using the Patty LaBelle sample. Basically Plies is basically talking from a perspective where he talking to someone who's going through some kind of struggle in their life, whether it's because they're broke down their luck or they got some kind of drug addiction and they feel like they're alone in the world. And Plies is saying basically somebody loves you out there in the world, even if you don't. Shout out to Pet Advocates America. Somebody loves you's a banker. Yes, I agree. I agree. That's why I'm giving somebody who loves you a fire. All right, moving on. The track 6. No, I feel like fucking. That wasn't. I mean, self-explanatory. It wasn't really like. I'm sorry, it wasn't much to the track. I gave this one I didn't like. All right, moving on to track 8. Watch this. This is another braggadocio track where Plies is screaming at the top of his lungs. If you watch my last video, I said I do not like Plies when he's screaming. It's annoying. But on this track, it was a little bit more tolerable. But in his verses was kind of solid. So watch this. I gave that okay. Not number track 9. Who hotter than me? I got a question for the streets. Who hotter than me? But this is my track. This is my track for a little while. But I can like kind of lost me on the third verse, especially on the end. We talk about it's your boy Pliers, something, 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 something. You're retired. I didn't like that, but despite that, it didn't take the overall enjoyment out of the track. So who hotter than me? I get at a good. Okay, moving on to track 10. One day. Well, Plies is doing another deep concept track where he talks about if I could, I will bring all my dead homies back for one day to visit their family, to live, to be with their kids. If I could bring it back one day from the afterlife, I would. Which is, like I said, a deep, introspective song. I gave that a good. Track 11. Hey, can I please talk to my buzzed baby right quick? It's your little Walt Plies. I'm gonna show how I feel about my buzzed baby. You got me squeezed for the fast now. Trying to get back to her love. You know, she got that good thing. That's my buzzed baby. Featuring Neo. You say Busted Baby a classic. Um, okay. I went back to listen to Busted Baby again. I sat back, I listened, I kind of digested. I will say this: Busted Baby was definitely a hit back in the day. I would still consider it a hit, but I'll give it. People gonna be mad at me, but I give Busted Baby a good. I know people know. I know. Most people would say Busted Baby is a fire, but for me, after listen to the verses, giving it a thorough listen to, I give it a good. I give it a good. If you gave it a fire, I'm not mad at you. But Busted Baby to me, I give it a good. Track 12, shit bag. Basically, if you try me, you know you're gonna be wearing the Claw CB bag, and the results of that, it's an alright track. It's not bad. Moving on to track 13, which is my opinion, the best track on the album. Please excuse my hands. They just want to touch. Excuse my hands. They just, I apologize. They have a one track mind featuring Jamie Foxx and The Dream. I like how Plies does like a hand scheme in a sense. Basically, how you gonna use his hand, you know, to play, you know, how to pleasure a woman. And I feel like the Dream also had a good verse. I especially like the way the Dream ended his verse. We said, "Girls," we talked from the perspective of the girl. She said, "Boys, stop playing. Come, come, make love to your number one fan." And also, Jamie Foxx just absolutely just killed the hook. And the beat complimented the song very well. You know, I like the outro of it. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it to me. Keep doing it, keep doing it. I swear I'll never leave. Keep doing it, keep doing it. So yeah, my opinion, the best track of the album, Please Excuse My Hands, gets a fire. And the last track of the album, number one fan featuring Keisha Cole and Jay Holiday. And for some, well, back in the day when I listened to this album, I don't remember hearing this song at all. I thought it was like a bonus track from the album, but no, it's an official song. Even though this is my first time actually hearing it, I give number one fan, I get it a good. So okay, we pretty much gonna tie it up. I gave this, you know, this album one, two, three, four, four goods. I gave, and also one, two, two fires, uh, three OKs, and two I didn't like. Sorry about that. If also when you see me looking down, I wrote notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So that was the definition of real. Overall, I would say the definition of real is a good album. I'm not gonna front on it. But here's this competitor. Pain is Love. Track one is the Pain is Love intro. Is just an intro. You know, he's not saying nothing on it. Just an intro. It's quick. Get out the way. Track two, when the gun blows and the shots fall and the smoke clears, we'll be right here screaming murder. No, it's murder. Murder. We'll be right here. Tonight at 76. Get off my Josh saying, even for my birth, I've been different. And also he pretty much talking from his birth to his upbringing, talking about he got a baby girl to raise in a deadly era of AIDS, to all the way to his stardom and his fame. By saying y'all style my style is brain on drugs. Y'all style, y'all can't catch up. The rule, nigga, it's up. Say I'm ahead of y'all when it comes to the rap thing. And basically Dial in for Murder and Ja Rule just pledging his allegiance to Murder Inc. And if anybody want to pause with him, no, let's go ahead and get it in. It's kind of has like a bells of war type of thing. And I fuck with that. And to be honest with you, Dial In for Murder is actually one of my new favorite Ja Rule songs since I went back and started listening to his album. Dial In for Murder, I get at a good. It's a good way to start off the album. Track three, to all my people that be living it up, we say. To all my people that be living it up, we say. To all my people that be living it up, we say what I do. To all my people that be living it up, we say what you do. To all my people that be living it up, we say what Do I do? Somebody let me give it up my love. Right. Living It Up featuring Case. I heard somebody say that Living It Up is like a grown up version of a turn up song. I would have to agree with that. This song is very self-explanatory. It's about partying, meeting women, taking it back to the hotel, living it up, having a good life. Living It Up featuring Case, I get at a good. Moving on to track 4, The Ink, featuring Cadillac Top, Black Child, and Ashanti. The song is also self-explanatory. It's about, even though Murder Inc. we're living a more lavish lifestyle, but don't get it twisted, we'll still fuck you up. That's basically what the song is about. Cadillac Top verse was kind of eh. I like Black Child verse. I felt like Black Child verse was good. I like Ja Rule verse. I like Ashanti coming out saying at the end. I gave this one a good. Track 5. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Gave you my baby, be mine. Come on, get a piece of this late like W, and what I make kids like no other. I know. Always on time. This is the first time we was, no pun intended, that we was introduced to Ashanti. The beat, I like the beat. I love Ashanti on the hook was masterful, but the song kind of got exposed because for those who don't know, Rap Critic pretty much exposed the true meaning behind the song. Because when you first hear Always on Time, it sounds like a man and a woman was having communicational issues. That the girl is not always there when her man needs her, but she's always there for him. But after watching Rap Critic and hear him expose and dissect this song is actually about a pimp and a hoe relationship. Cause Ja Rule pretty much he's kind of hinted at it a little bit by telling her, "Come on, like drop the order restraints. Our sex life is game, so bag me down in the pain. I can't wait no more." Basically, she put an order out of restraining, and on the second verse, he said he's not tripping off her because he got other girl. He tried to expose her by saying on Sunshine on the night you want the dear John letter, took the bed's keys to cut the letter. Bitch, you know better. Either MOB, murder over bitches, murder INC. I got too many bars to see, and I keep them drugged up off the ecstasy. I'm a pray God like put the key to ain't no baller in the league, got more game than me. I pray so many women. I follow basically he hitting at it's a pep in the whole relationship. And third verse, he pretty much just flat out saying that when I play, you play the same way, you freak me, baby. I fuck you crazy, then I'm gone. Let the people leave. This pep game is very religious. So right at the end of that, he tells that it's a pep in the whole song. It's not actually a love song. And despite knowing that now, this track is still fire to me. I'm being biased. So Always on Time, they get the fire for me. All right, moving on to track 6. Baby say yeah, baby say yeah. If you ride for me like you cry for me, baby say yeah, baby say yeah. If you kill for me like it, the baby say yeah, baby say yeah. Chuck, I'm convinced that you my down ass chick featuring Charlie Baltimore. Every thug needs a lady. This gets a fire from me. It gets a fire. The song is about having a chick that down for you, a chick that's willing to commit crimes with you. Ready to go to jail, do time for you, willing to die for you. That's what the chick is. That's what this song is about. And Charlie Baltimore, her verse is pretty much, yeah, I'm down. I'm down for all of that. So it gets a fire for me. Moving on to track 7, Never Again. Track 7, Never Again, and Ja Rule basically said, never again will I fall into the temptations. He talked about 3 different temptations. First verse, he talked about never falling in temptations. I'm going back into the streets. Second verse, he talked about not falling into temptation of cheating because he has a love because he have a loving home and a loving wife. Track 3, he's talking about not falling into temptation of beef. I mean, based on what goes on later on in his career, that it aged very well, but it still follow the concept of the track. So never again, I get that one good. Worldwide Gangster. Um, this song was done in an interesting way. Worldwide Gangster is about we got connected. We connected to every gangster. We connected to every gangster in the city. You don't want to fuck with us. The verses was split up in a very interesting way because on the first verse you got Cadillac Top and Black Child sharing the verse, and on the second verse you got Boo and Gotti. For those who I want to leave in the comment section below. Do y'all remember Boo and Gotti? Because I think Boo and Gotti was either signed to Rockefeller or Boo and Gotti was with R. Kelly back in the day. I'm not so sure, but if you remember who Boo and Gotti were, leave in the comment section below. And the third verse goes to Ja Rule. It's pretty much like this. The first half of the first verse was Cadillac Top. I thought that was The second half of the first verse was Black Child. I like his verse. And the second verse, the first half was Gotti verse. I thought that was But the second half of the second verse was Boo verse. I thought Boo verse was good. And third verse was Ja Rule verse. I gave it a good based off the fact that I like Ja Rule verse, I like Boo verse, I like Black Child verse. If all of them came with man verse, this would have been okay. So, but three I already two, so I gave it a good. Moving on to track 9. Track 9 it's a skit, so skip. Track 10, Smoking and Riding, featuring 01 Chris Black. 01 and Chris Black is from Ja Rule's old crew, Cash Money Click. Chris, if you've been paying attention, Chris Black was in jail. He was on the skits of Ja Rule's first 2 albums, Rule 336 and Vinny Vinny Vinci. So I was kind of complacent. I had to listen to the track multiple times. First time I listened to it, I gave it okay. But then I went back and listened to it a second time and a third time. And based on my second, third time, I gave it a good. It's about smoking and riding and doing gangster shit. But the song was engaging enough, so I gave that a good. Track 11, X featuring Missy Elliott and Tweet. Leave in the comment section below. Do y'all remember Tweet from back in the early 2000s? No, oops, oh my Tweet. Leave in the comment section below if you remember Tweet. X. This song is about this song is about doing ecstasy. Yes, it's about doing ecstasy. It's about doing ecstasy and then having sex. And yeah, that was pretty much Ja Rule versus he pretty much convinced the girl to do X, and Missy Elliott, who was talking from the perspective of the woman, she down to do X. And Tweet on the hook is pretty much given the feelings of how it feels to be on X. And they're basically talking about, getting high and having sex. Believe it or not, I gave this a fire because Ja Rule verse was good. Missy Elliott verse was also good. Third verse of them going back and forth, I also enjoyed as well. But the main reason I gave this a fire is because Tweet and his beat is just infectious. So it gets a fire for me. Also, track 12 is another skit, Big Remo. So we're gonna skip that. Track 13, Lost Little Girl. Well, Ja Rule talking about how girls get lost in how little girls get lost up in the world of stripping and prostitution. It sounded like an interesting concept, but I end up giving it an okay because I'm not sure what Ja Rule was like condoning it, and I'm not, because it sounded like he was. I couldn't tell if he was condoning or not. I gave it an okay. It almost got a didn't like, but I gave it okay. Track 14, So Much Pain featuring Tupac. Well, Ja Rule pretty much took Tupac's old sample of the song "So Much Pain," and the concept is pretty much crash it out, feel like you ain't got nothing to live for. You did it with so much pain of what you've been going through. I gave this a good because believe it or not, I felt like Ja Rule complimented this song very well, and he did it in his own way. So, "Too Much Pain" featuring Tupac gets a good. "Pain Is Love." This is Ja Rule basically talk about how he found value, you know, in his family, because this also plays out the concept of feel like you have nothing to live for, and you feel like the world doesn't love you. But he found love, within doing music, and he found love, and also found the value to live within his own family. Like, yo, I got a wife, I got kids to raise. That's all the motivation I need to go on in this world. So, Pain's Love, I get it a good. I actually messed up. I messed up because this is actually track 10. I messed up, but we go, but we gonna do it like it's a bonus track. The real track 10 is "What's My Mother Name? RULE." Born back with his mirror day up analyzing the game. Game and showed me the brave prey, the pretty women and fake thugs, one of the same ever since you told me. I'm a rich two for two, and I make it last room for you. "I'm Real" remix feature J Lo. It's the way you smile, the way you smell that drives me wild, man. I actually remember, bro. This actually controlled. Of course, that's his number. Of course, that's the number one hit song. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. But yeah, I remember like back in 2001, how this song was just all over the airwaves. Man, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing this song. Not just on the radio, but it was for on one support number one for the longest. I think it reached all the way up to the billboards, either number two or number one. You know, the controversy behind it. The controversy behind it, there was actually people saying that it was actually Ashanti singing this song, not J Lo. Cause if y'all don't know, J Lo kind of got exposed for not really being a singer. Cause what they've been doing is taking J Lo voices. I mean J Lo vocals. Sorry, J Lo vocals, mixing it with another singer's vocal, turning her vocals down, and turning the other person's vocals up, and it sounds like J Lo is singing when she actually wasn't singing. So that was other controversy, and also was another controversy where J Lo said, "So dealing with my people, so and so and so. I tell my niggas, but they don't hear me though, because J Lo said nigga." And be honest with you, that's not something that aged very well. Because I honestly remember first time I actually watched the video, my older sister actually pointed it out. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It was originally J Lo song. I mean, I know it was originally a Shanti song. But Tommy Mottola, who wanted to pretty much, who had a beef with Mariah Carey, and J Lo pretty much inherited the beat. So they would try to push Mariah Carey out. So what they did was introduce J Lo, to Ja Rule. Ja Rule pretty much, Ja Rule Ashanti pretty much wrote the song, made the song a hit, gave it to J Lo, and made J Lo pretty much a household name because they were trying to get rid of Mariah Carey. Yeah, I know about that, but I'm long with it. But despite all the controversy behind this song, I still give the I'm Real, the Murder Inc. remix a fire. So with that being said, Pain is Love, in my opinion, from Ja Rule was honestly a classic. In my opinion, this is his best album. Who got the number two spot on his album? That's up for a question. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that next. But As it stands for round two, the definition of real versus pain is love. In my opinion, I got to give it to pain is love. So right now, Ja Rule implies it's 1-1. Now we headed into the third round where they 1-1. This last one right here is pretty much going to take. It's pretty much going to take. It's pretty much going to take the win, in my opinion. We got Zorillas versus RULA. We going back to Plies. Track one. I don't really fuck with a lot of these dudes. You won't rob me, but I might rob you. If you don't see me, you gon' see my good. Killer on my right, got a killer on my left. I am a motherfucking killer myself. Got my Glock 40 right up under my belt. Hit you with it, burner, and you will melt. I only fuck with my goons and no one else. So you better keep your hands to yourself. Hey, he bodied that first verse. You won't rob me, but I might rob you. So when you see me, you don't see my goons. Fire! Me and my goon gets a fire. Move it on this track. Fuck you gonna do about it? Basically saying if I pull up on you and punk you, what you gonna do about it? You just came about me and my goons. This song wasn't needed. I gave it okay. Moving on. Track three, gotta be when Plies talk about there gotta be someone who got away from the police. There gotta be some way that the underdog actually won in life. A very good introspective of the song. Gotta be I gave it a good. Track four. I only think of you on two occasions. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted. That's what I need. Only think of you on two occasions. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. That's what I need. Yeah, yeah. Featured Ashanti. Oh man, this song bring back memories. I think I was the 8th grade when the song. All right, man, you ain't hear that. I get it's a good. I remember the controversy. It was a controversial line on the third verse where he said, "I'm your property. You my property. I'm your owner, boy." And he had to change it from "I'm your goon, you my goonette." It was controversy behind that one. 3 5 minute morning, I feel you creeping around in my boxes 5 in the morning. You up an old Oscar, you wake him up, it's gonna be problems. You want a dose of your meds, you want to see the doctor. I get it's good. Moving on, track five. I got plenty money. I got plenty money. What's in my pocket, dog? Big face honey, walking the ball. Bought everything that I wanted. I'm real mad with your haze. I'm real disappointed. Cause when you didn't tell the people, I got plenty money. I got plenty money. I got plenty money. You know what? I'm buying rappers. I'm starting to feel sorry for you little bastard. I'm pretty hot. Your career disaster. I control you niggas. Some like your master. Grab me out the stove. I bought too many plasmas. Fire. This gets a fire from me. Track six. Family Straight. Basically, he goes to talk about all the hardship that his family going through, with his little cousin, his uncle, his mom, his dad, when his dad passed away, and the fact that his uncle dealing with the fact that his little cousin is sleeping with somebody that's twice her age. It's a real deep and it's you know introspective song. This is probably one of Plies' best songs. So Family Straight, I get at a fire. All right, and this is kind of where the album kind of take a dip for me. Uh, track 7, "Make a Movie." I didn't like it because he basically talking about, it's another braggadocious song. How we walk in this place. It felt like a movie because all eyes on us. I mean, it's kind of like what I talked about on the first part of the series. Plies have good concepts, but he kind of keeps it surface level sometimes. And sometimes when you keep it surface level, I kind of want him to go a little bit deeper into details. So like, I feel like he didn't do anything with this one, so I get that didn't like for me. Uh, track 8, second chance. Basically, he talked about, I thought in life when you mess up, you're supposed to get a second chance, but due to the court system, black folks don't really get a second chance. So I get that good. Track 7. I could teach it so good, baby. When I spend the night. Yeah, I gave this okay. Basically, him saying, I got so much money, I can give you good sex. You ain't gonna want to leave my house. I might have to kick you out. Matter of fact, um, I gave it okay. Track 10, "Heard of Me." Basically, what Plies talk about why he doesn't have such a big status, because he said because he didn't sell out. He understand that he's not a lyricist. You gotta answer my question a little bit. When you say he not lyricist, and because he's not selling out to the public, so it's a chance that you might not have heard of him. It's an interesting concept, and I think he executed it very well. So I'm gonna give it a good. Track 11, "I'm on some other shit. I'm in all black." And basically, like it sounds like me and my goons. But like I said, you got me and my goons. You kind of don't need this one, but it's not as bad as fuck you gonna do about it. So I get this one okay. Track 12. It- like it, you hotter than the street light. I get it okay. I ain't got much to say about it. Track 13. People ask me what I do for a living. I chase paper. That's pretty much all there is to the song. That I get it okay. Uh Track 14, "Hang Low." Somebody "I let my pants hang low." I felt like the beat is by Manufacture. I felt like that was kind of knocking a little bit, but aside that, I felt like it wasn't really much to this song, so I get it okay. Track 15, "Co-Defendant." Basically, who you with one day, who you cool with might be your co-defendant. So if you're gonna do crime by yourself. I get it okay. Track 16, can I stick it? Ooh, shawty, if you like it, if I come over, if you like it, you put legs up on my shoulder. Ooh, don't lie, I see it in your eyes. I'ma put it on you. I'ma put it on you. I'ma put it on you. Appreciate Chris J. How we play hide and seek in our underwear. If I find you, I get it right there. If you find me, you get it right here. Either way, we both win, so that's fair. Like I said, put it on you. I get that one a good. All right, my overall review of the album, "The Realest." Um, I'll say from the start of the album, fire. I like the start of the album, but I feel like he kind of venture off, especially when he tried to do like his braggadocious, his braggadocious stuff. It didn't really hit all that well to me, and it kind of some of the songs just started sounded the same to me, and because of that, I felt like the album kind of fell off. Like I said, for me and my goons, all the way down to Family Straight, first 6 tracks, fire. Though he had some bright spots here and there with second chance, and with second chance. But after that, I felt like the album kind of got fillery. It started sounding the same. He didn't kind of pick it. Like I said, only song I felt like he kind of picked it up at the end on was "Put It On You." But overall, I'll say, in my opinion, the realest was it was an okay album. So moving on to its opponent, which is RULE. The the point of the RULE album is Ja Rule's comeback album because in '03 everybody had Ja Rule losing, the beef with 50 Cent. And everybody said that he was done. It was the end of his career. But then Ja Rule dropped the RULE album. And Ja Rule showed that he had one more in the chamber. All right, moving on. All right, start off with track 2. Last of the Mohicans featured Black Child. I see why these niggas walking around and they timid because they walk around with big hearts. They walk around with big body with no hearts in it. Who we talking about? Use your imagination. The world go blind, so now I gotta spit it in braille. We wrapping it up like coke. We wrap it up like coke sales. The game is nothing but smoke and mirrors. Most have tried, but y'all can't. But y'all can't kill us, nigga. We kill killers. Last of the Mohicans. Feature Black Child. I get at it good. It was a good way to start the album. Track 3 is it wasn't for the money, car, cold, the jewelry, and all these things I've got. I wonder, hey, would it still want me? Would it still be calling me? Calling me? Would you loving me? Would you loving you? Wonderful featuring R. Kelly and Ashanti. Well, Ja Rule talking about how he got the chick, how he got the chick, and he's not sure if she wants him for who he is or for what he got. And he got R. Kelly on the track too, and Ashanti, the track itself. I get it's a fire. I get it's a fire. So moving on to track 4, what's my name? It features Ashanti. Basically trying to remind the world who he is. Y'all know my name, y'all know how I give it up. I gave this one okay. Track 5. I got 100 guns. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if Utah, Utah. I'm from the city of a terrorist. Yes, I'm from New York, New York. You niggas is pussy punati for Johnny. Say you pussy in every sense of the word. Your monologue is tired. Now it's time to ride. Print this, you fire. You no longer desire. So take off the city change and put back on your wire. I'm on fire. What we talking about? Use your imagination. We ain't playing up here in New York. I got 100 guns, 100 man. This is an anthem. Fat Joe, New York featuring Fat Joe and Jada Kiss. This gets a fire. A word that niggas want to break you was in the air. Double a couple shots in the perpetrator. And yeah, I'm not confident. I'm not cocky. I'm confident. When you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. Fire. All right, moving on to track 6, the stripping game. When he used the rest in peace, Bernie Mac, we basically used a skit that comes from the Players Club. And to be honest with you, out of all the skits that Ja Rule used, this one actually rolls in the next track perfectly, which is the manual. Niggas better read the manual and let's separate your housewife from a hoe. Cause there ain't no rules to this shit here. Am I making myself clear? What you won't know won't hurt at all. So just keep it pimping on the low. And ain't no rules of what I do. And hoes leave love too. Ja Rule basically telling a story of friends of benefits relationship he had with a woman who was a stripper who was kind of down on her luck. And I'm guessing that Ja Rule never like really talked down on her. He actually helped her out. And when she got up, even though they ain't really mess around no more, he wished her the best of luck. I guess the moral of the story is when you nice to people, sometimes good things happening in her case. She managed to get to come up. In his case, he had a friends with benefits relationship with her. So the manual, I give it a good. But like I said, what really like carried the song for me was the hook and Ashanti doing the background vocal. My goodness, she was killing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go listen to the track. Don't listen to me saying. Go listen to the track. Go listen to the manual. All right, track A. Let's get this party started. Throw your hands up and move that body. It's a song about partying and having sex. And it features Claudia Ortiz. For those who don't know who Claudia Ortiz is, she is from the group City High. I miss City High, man. The City High was a dope group. The song, like I said, is about partying, having sex, and having fun. I gave it okay. And next, track 9, they good, but they RULE. Basically, like, they cool, but they can't do this like how I do it. RULE, I get at it good. Moving on, track 10, True Story. That's a skit. So moving on, track 11. Why me and you had to be fucking get caught up what we've been through. It's enough to get any man caught up. I'm feeling you, and I'm feeling we should both be free. You ever been touched like I touch you? Been hold like I hold you? Been loved like I love you? Be real, be real. You ever been seen like I see you? Been heard how I heard you? Been felt like I felt you? Be real, be real. This song right here is basically like a one night stand turning into a relationship and getting caught up in your feelings. Caught up feature Lloyd gets a fire from me. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Move on to track 12, gun talk. Basically, like you got a problem, go shoot out the person that you got an issue with. And it featuring Black Child. I give it a good. Never thought. Hmm. If you think about it, never thought and caught up. They're like two different sides of the same coin. Cause both tracks is about Ja Rule basically trying to pull a hit it and quit it, but end up finding himself in a difficult position. Like with Caught Up, it was more positive because even though he would try to pull the hit it and quit it on Caught Up, it was more mutual because he had feelings for the woman he was sleeping with, and the woman he was sleeping with had feelings for him. But on this side, it's more toxic because Ja Rule tried to pull a hit it and quit it based on chicken who had a couple screws loose. And this song kind of reminds me of a thin love between love and hate. And that's basically like I said, at the end of the song, she wanted to be in a relationship with him, and he was telling her, like, no, we're not really a good match for it, but she wasn't really going for it. So they end up in a relationship with one another. So and she's not happy. So it works out like that. So never thought I'd give it that good. Track 14, Life Goes On, featuring Trick Daddy and Chick Santana. Basically, them paying tribute to the people they lost, or who they missing all that. I gave that one a good. Track 15 is a weed skit. Skits don't count. Moving on. Where I'm from, a track featuring Lloyd, a track that's about the hood and the hardship of coming up the hood. Not only the hardship, but actually the good that goes on in the hood too. This is actually the sleeper of the album. I get it's a fire. I give it a fire. All right, track 17, about my business. A track that actually has a verse that from Cadillac Todd that I actually like. And you got young Merc on the hook. He did, he's about my business. He did his thing. You got Black Child. He came through. He did his thing. Ja Rule did his thing. This song gets a good for me. The last track of the album, track 18, Passion, with Ja Rule basically open up on his feelings on the downfall of Murder Inc. You know, he managed to, even though there was a downfall, he's beefing with 50 and the rest of Shady Aftermath. And Murder Inc. is facing federal indictment. But despite all that happening, he felt like a soldier because he held it all together. That gets a fire. That's one of Ja Rule's best songs. Now, if I'm being honest, arguably it's arguably Ja Rule's second best album. Only way I can see Rule 336 going over RULE is because of the impact that Rule 336 had. Rule 336 kind of tried to change the game during that time. You know, we know when you start doing duet style, you know, sing well, rappers start singing along with the singers and all that. You know, it impacted the game. So I'll say like quality wise, RULE is the second best album, but if we talk about impact, you would have to say Rule 336. So, in conclusion, I would say RULE is a great album. So, with that being said, between RULE versus The Realest, I give it to RULE. I feel like RULE is the superior album. With that being said, I got it. Ja Rule 2-1. That's my opinion anyway. Leave your thoughts on your opinion below. That's the end of this live stream. And also, if you enjoy, you know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share that on social media. And also, I will be back for the next matchup. The next matchup is Scarface versus Ice Cube. Leave in the comment section below who you think is gonna win, and stay tuned for that. Everybody, peace out. Have a good night.